Welcome to part 3 of the build. All of this stuff here is going to be the stuff that I'm going to replace on the engine. So the car's going to go into the garage next week. We've got lots of bits. I'll just run through some of the stuff I'm going to change. I won't spend too long on this because, as you can see, there's a lot of stuff. So here we go. We've got everything here. This is the washer bottle, the washer reservoir. This is the coolant reservoir. Yeah, lovely and clean. We've got some suspension components here. The bearing, I believe that's a bung. Could be, that's either for the oil pan. I think that's the oil pan. Gasket for the transmission tray. Now look at that, beautiful. Nice and shiny. So that's going to be at underneath the car. A gasket for the oil pan, I believe, because it's next to it. Yeah, brand new oil pan, because the one I've got on there at the moment is in very bad condition. We've got an oil pump and a water pump that I'm going to change. So what we got here, I believe this could be the oil pump. Yeah. Yeah, brand new. Lovely. And then we've got more gaskets, oil filter, air filter, timing chain. This is the actual kit that you can change. This is the actual kit that you can buy. Look at that, lovely. Brand new timing chain. Look at that. So some bits and pieces. And the actual spigot. Now I'm not going to do this. I'm actually going to give this to my mechanic. I've never done anything like that before. What else have we got here? So we've got a gasket. This is possibly for the rear diff cover. I bought a brand new rear diff cover, look. I got it in black. So lovely. So that will go on the car and look really nice. We've got the gasket set for the timing cover. A brand new set of rear springs, because the ones I've got on my car at the moment are rusty and not looking very good at all. So look at them, beautiful. What else we got here? The water pump. Yeah, brand new water pump and gasket as well. So some more gaskets there. This, I believe, is the manifold. No, it isn't. What we got here? Yeah, it could be actually. This is actually for. This is the rocker cover, I believe. Yeah, rocker cover gasket. But there's also some other gaskets in there, I believe. Yeah, the exhaust manifold gasket, I think, is in there as well. So the rear main bearing set. So this is the panhard bar that goes at the back of the car, that goes right underneath the back. So that'll be nice when that gets replaced. And that is pretty much it. Brand new oil pan, as I said. So yeah, as you can see, lots of bits and pieces that we're going to change. Really looking forward to getting a lot of this on the car, because it's going to make the engine bay look so much cleaner. So as you can see, lots of stuff that we're going to change on the engine. There might even be a few more bits and pieces that I need, but it's going to go into the garage next week. All of this stuff is going to get put on the car and on the engine. This is mainly stuff for the engine. There's a few bits and pieces for the suspension. So when it all comes back out of the garage, it's probably going to take quite a few weeks. When it all comes back, hopefully the engine will be looking nice and shiny and nice and clean. But next, I'm just going to show you the engine at the moment. So when it comes back, you can see like a before and after and see how much difference is made by the engine coming out and the whole engine bay being sprayed and all of that. So I'll go and take you into the engine bay right now and show you what it looks like. So that's the engine bay at the moment. As you can see, a little bit of a mess. Yeah. It runs really well though. Not really had hardly any issues with it since I've owned it. But it just needs a really good clean. So all of this will be cleaned, sprayed black. So that's going to look really nice when it comes back, hopefully anyway. It certainly won't look any worse than what it is at the moment, put it that way. I think he's going to do all of this as well. I think all of this is going to get sprayed black. The nose is going to come off. Headlights will probably have to get removed. The hood or bonnet, whatever you want to call it, will get removed. That will all come off. So these are looking a little bit oily, aren't they? They've seen better days, so that's going to get changed, as you've just seen. That's one of the things I've got a replacement for, a new one of them, a washer reservoir, and all the pipes, like my radiator hoses and stuff like that. I haven't got brand new hoses, but a lot of these just need a good clean, a good degrease, a good clean. Yeah, so it's going to look very nice, hopefully, when it all comes back. I'm going to have to spray these, I think, as well. Either that or just give them a really good clean and a little bit of a buff, because this gauze here will need a clean. If you look closely, it's not the best. Seen better days. So they're going to have to be cleaned somehow, but I'll do that once the engine comes out. There's odd jobs, there's bits and pieces I'm going to do while the engine's out. Yeah, it's going to look good. Might as well just give you a quick tour of the outside, because this is going to be the last time I see it in this condition anyway. Obviously the interior is going to stay the same. The interior will look like this when it comes back out. One of the things they are also going to do is replate this, because at the moment that obviously came off there, but there's going to be another piece that I'm going to put over. So a little bit of a mess, but this was what my last car was like, wasn't it? If you remember, if you go back over my videos, it was exactly the same at this stage. You just have to have a bit of patience and just do things step by step and not get too disheartened or impatient when you see the car in this sort of mess, because it isn't ideal. You know, I come out to my car like this and I look at it and I wish it was obviously done, but I wish it was just a lot more a lot cleaner on the inside, and it isn't nice to see it in this condition, but there you go. It's what happens when you take these projects on. Well, that's it for part 3. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to keep up to date with how the Kitt project is coming along, so you can see more future videos when I upload them. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. Take care.